Peace with Lollipop Love. Come in. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. This is my Sew It Up Sunday, and what I'm attempting to do is, you guys know I started the Bonnie and Camille Quilt Bee, and I have the book and I have all this stuff, and let me show you. I've completed the first block, which is the beehive block. I completed the first block, the beehive block. I did that. So this one is done. The beehive block is done. So now I'm working on this bee's knees block. I'm trying, y'all. I don't know what to say. I guess I'm not an advanced quilter. I would say I'm more than beginner. Like, I don't feel like I'm a beginner. I'm not sure I'm intermediate, but I feel like I might be somewhere between beginner and intermediate, because this is hard to me. I did get this done. I got the top of his little antennas. So now I'm starting on the rest of it. Let me show you what the block looks like. Can't show you the directions, but I can show you what the box looks like. And if y'all don't know, it's from this book right here that I'm doing. It's the Bonnie and Camille sampler. I have all the fabric because I bought it as a kit. So I'm doing this the bee's knees block. Is this bee. I've got this part right here done. So if you have the book and you just never did it and you want to start with me, come on, y'all, come on, let's. I pulled it back out. I bought it from, if you watched my other video, I bought it from the Fat Quarter Shop. No, I just told a story. I bought it from trying not to let y'all see my book, but while I can look at it, I bought the quilt kit from Pre-Cuts Quilt Box. I used Pre-Cuts Quilt Shop. I used to get their box, and I saw this when I first started quilting, and I saw this. I thought, well, that'll be fun. Yeah, for a brand new quilter. Yeah, stupid. Dumb bunny. Sorry, not stupid. Dumb bunny. Because this is like, you see this one back here? Like, this is super simple. I don't know if I just love super simple stuff. I like doing some harder stuff if I really like the pattern and I really want to. But it's really got to interest me in order to get difficult. And I found the more that I've quilted since I've bought this, I don't really like samplers. If I see something I like, I'm more apt to do it. I'm getting more apt to do this one because I really like these colors. So I like the colors, it's okay. All right, so let's try to get started. So I'm on page, if you're doing it with me, I'm on the bee's knees block, and I'm at the top of the page on the left. I've already finished this. So now I've got to get my end fabric. I've already cut and labeled everything. And my eye fabric. Y'all can all tell me what I've done wrong. Oh. So I gotta put the eye fabric on the end and repeat on the corner. I can do that. That one's easy. Okay. That one might be easy. Let's hope so. Oh my goodness, let's hope so, huh? I've already used these ones. I like putting these little, do y'all do this? I like putting these little stickers on these clips. Somebody needs to make them where the clips have the things on them. It's better than the pins. I mean, I like the pins too, but I'm liking it better on the clips. Okay, and also something I'm using is this Mini Simple Folded Corners ruler. I'm using this. It came in a Fat Quarter Shop box, but it's by Doug Letgo. www.antlerquiltdesigns.com. Mini Simple Folded Corners ruler. You can get them at Fat Quarter Shop, and you can get them anywhere. Okay, so we'll take the end, and we'll take the eye. Oh, I can do this. That's no problem. We're just putting them in the corners, right? Yeah. Draw the line and stitch away. Repeat on the top right. Partial bee head unit should measure blah, blah, blah. So I'm doing the partial bee head unit. I think what's confusing me is and I don't know how to explain it without telling you. Okay, you have your block, but around the block, around this whole block on those colors is a navy line to out. It's just an outline. But when I'm looking at it, I have to remember that it's an outline and it's not a piece of fabric because it's the same color as this blue fabric. And it's kind of confusing me, and I have to just remember it's an outline. It's not the fabric. So instead of drawing my lines, I use this ruler, and I just have to make sure I have the ruler going in the right direction. So I might just make a little fold so I remember which way that line on this ruler goes. I'll just make a little fold. So we're making the partial bee head unit. And it didn't tell me what it is. Okay. Partial bee head unit. There we go. Oh, that's tiny little triangles, isn't it? Tiny, tiny little triangles. I might do a review on my sewing machine. This might be hard to talk and do. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Because I found some little, whoa, calm down, Nellie. Let's see how bad I did that. Let's see, uh-oh. Okay. Well, these pieces are so tiny, I'm just going to drop them all day. Drop. Okay. One and done. I do a lot better using this ruler There's the first one. And those colors are pretty, 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 pretty colors. Pretty, pretty, pretty colors. I do a lot better using this ruler because, I'm not good at sewing flips. I'm just not. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I'm not. Let's see. And this goes ahead and I'm faster at this ruler than it looks. I know it looks like I'm going really slow with this ruler, but I can do it faster. I'm just trying to make sure because once I cut this, and they have given me extra fabric, I just don't want to cut everything again. These things are little tiny, and I don't want to be having to cut this stuff again. So I'm being a little bit peculiar on my cutting. So it's not that it's slow. That's just me being slow. I'm having a little issue with my I like to pull the top thread out and hold it because it creates less of a mess on the back. So that's why it looks funny. Go back on that. And that just created a mess. So I got some little Temu things y'all might want to see. I'm not doing an unboxing because I've already opened the box. I've already opened the packages. Ooh. That one's too close. I don't like that. But you know how you get the purple thing? Well, they have on Temu, you can get purple things in different colors. And I thought that's just so pretty. Now, the purple thing, let me tell you though, they've been a little, but they're not as bendy. Well, no, they're about the same. I thought this one felt different. It just has the purple thing on it and their phone number, 800-597-7075. The purple thing's phone number's on it. I thought that it felt like it was, yeah. It felt a little bit stiffer. But they're about exactly the same. And it's got the 1/4 inch square at the top. And then your point turner. And then if you need to put something through here. I mean, what would that be? I don't know. But I thought I'd switch it up from just purple and get me some other colors. What bothers me is doing these tiny little stitches and these tiny little piece of fabric. Like, I feel like I'm gonna mess the fabric up, and then what am I gonna do if I mess up my fabric? So it's best to try to do, I think I saw him say this on something, I'm not sure. That it's best to try to do a 1/4 inch. Look at me, just unraveling everything. a 1/4 inch when you use this ruler. I meant a scant, let me get it right, a scant 1/4 inch. I don't know that I'm good with a scant 1/4 inch. But we'll try. We'll get it. Okay. So I'm making the partial bee head unit. If you're joining along. Partial bee head unit. And let's try to do a scant 1/4 inch. Get my fabric on here right to do my scant 1/4 inch. I slowed Jocelyn down. Hers going too fast because I was chain piecing. And on these little babies, I want to go a little slower. Well, I sewed it perfect and the fabric's wrong, turned wrong. I didn't do right sides together. And I'm tempted to leave it. Like, it's not that different. Like, can you tell it's just a little tad lighter. I'm leaving it. Because it turned out pretty and I don't want to. Oh, I need to be sewing seams open, don't I? Yes. Make sure I sew my seams open. Because this little bugger, look how many seams is on that. Woo! I remember, that's not a thing that I usually do is sew seams open. But I use this purple thing. Well, this is a teal thing. I use it to get in that seam and open it. I use the square part to get in there and open that seam. I'm not turning it. I'm not turning it. It's just gonna have to stay that way because it's too pretty. I did too good. He's just gonna be a natural bee. And natural bees have different colors. All right, so let me measure it. Oh, I gotta get my little Creative Grids ruler. Let's see. I know I'm being picky. But that's okay. It's Sunday and I'm not in a hurry. Are you in a hurry? I'm not. I'm not in a hurry and I don't have to be in a hurry. Okay. I did it. I did it with a piece backward. Okay, so I got this piece. All right, perfect. Okay, so next we're going to do, I need my F. I need 2 Fs. 2 Fs to go on the side of this, okay? That sounds easy, don't it? You'd think it would be. I'm having to, I'm noticing another thing with this machine, which all machines have its little quirks. But I'm noticing that after you use the thread cutter for so many times, that I have to go in there and clean the thread cutter out. Do y'all have to do that? You have to clean out the thread cutter? I'm noticing I'm having to do that. because what happens is the thread, like the top thread, is getting stuck underneath there, and I'm having to once it starts getting tangled up in that thread cutter thing, I'm having to go do it. So what did I watch last night that I liked? There's a new show, a new movie. Oh, it's a cute new movie on Apple TV, Argyle. I won't tell you about it, but it's really, I liked it. It's a mystery, like a comedy mystery. I'm liking the comedy mysteries. You know, like the one with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston on Netflix. Like the comedy mysteries. I'm digging them. I'm digging them. So Fat Quarter Shop's doing this block. They're not like sewing it on her YouTube channel or anything like that, but I think they might be doing it on Instagram or Facebook or something. I don't know. I don't do social media too much. Oh, I gotta do them open. I burnt my finger. I don't know if they're done with it or not. I know I'm really far behind. That's why I pulled it out, was because Fat Quarter Shop was doing it again. They had they're doing it in, I think they're doing it in Lighthearted. I like Lighthearted. I know she was promoting it real heavy, Lighthearted, Camille Roskelley. It just has a weird green in it. I don't think I would want to do this particular one in Lighthearted. I like it better with all the different colors. I like it better in all the different colors. Burnt my finger. Okay. There. I did it. Woohoo! Looks like a little house. Oh, it looks like a little roof of a house. Okay, so this one should measure, let's see. I can't tell you the measurements. I'm sorry. I got like just barely. And that's another thing with these, the way you cut these in this book. If you're used to cutting and going down, like this is like, once I do these, this is all that comes off. So you've really got to be kind of precise with the cutting in this book. That's all you got. There's not a lot of room for error. That's the other thing about this. Okay. So now I've got this. Let me iron this again. All right. We got this. Draw on fabric R. Fabric R. And fabric K. Okay. fabric K. There's only one piece of fabric K. R and K. Okay. Now I have to remember for my finger, I have to remember to right sides together. And we're just doing like a, what is that called, a flanges? Right sides together? Yes, right sides together. All right, which way are we going? I'm going to be looking at this way. All right. Crease, okay. Have y'all been watching that about the Sebastian Rogers? I know I've brought it up before. But these YouTubers, well, of course, they've already got the parents convicted already. Which I don't know if they did or they didn't. I know I have my own theories of what might have happened. My theories are that man, and I don't know if it correlates with what the mom is saying as far as the timeline. But apparently it's come out that the stepdad is kind of a little, allegedly, not nice. Not like a strict, we'll say very strict, and he's handsy with that boy, puts his hands on him. A lot of parents do. I know my mama did. She'd jack you up in a minute. My mama would roll them lips. Roll them. She'd take your lips. Lord, my mama. You just knew with my mama. But that was my mama. That wasn't a step parent. And when my oldest son was small, my husband now was his stepdaddy. And when he lived with us, we had trouble with my oldest because he wanted to go live with his daddy. He's a boy and he wanted to live with his daddy. And so he would, I don't know what he was doing one day. That kid, and I told him, I said, you take him in there and whoop his butt. I don't know what he done did. Them youngins was always into something. So he took him in there. This is what he did. He took him in there, and it sounded like he was whooping him. And he come out crying. And years later, and he always got along with my husband. My husband was very patient with him, though. My husband loved him like his. And just like I love his like they're mine. They're ours together. But this was me giving him permission because I felt like the little heathen was running over him. So you take him in there and whooping. Well, here come years later, and he says, Mama, you know he didn't whoop me, right? You know he whooped that bed and I pretended to cry. But it kind of built a relationship with them. And my husband could take his stepchild and talk to him and calm him down. He's very strong willed. We'll say he's strong willed. We don't want to break his will, but he's got to have some boundaries. Well, this man is one like I call my mama. They gonna break your spirit, and you gonna do exactly what they want you to do. And it's like I told my mama one time, they're not horses. So I'm wondering if this little youngin finally got enough of it, maybe, and either jacked his jaw to that man, running his mouth at him, or if he, I don't know with autism how they act. So I know I get the feeling like the little boy he was strong-willed too, and maybe stubborn. So I'm wondering if that might have been what happened, is he was arguing with that man and something happened accidentally to that little boy. Was there a confrontation? Because it looks to me like that mom is grieving, not, I don't know. Did that, and there was that conversation where on one of them YouTube videos where she was having relations with her neighbor. So what if that man decided to come home without his phone on? Because we all have Life 360. And he can't come home with any things showing that he come home if he's sneaking to check up on her. And so what if a confrontation happened between him, the stepdaddy, and the mama, and the little boy stepped in to help his mama and something happened? I wonder if that 3-hour conversation was at home and not on the phone. And, this man knows people in the sheriff's department. This man knows their family is well connected somehow with something or another, or they've got means to take care of things. So I could see the mama helping, covering up if that's what the situation was, because she would have felt like it was her fault because she was doing something she wasn't supposed to. I don't feel like they did something intentionally to that boy. I feel like they did something. It might have been an accident where he was either helping his mama, because his other wife has come out and said how basically violent he was. He liked to put his hands on people. So was he putting his hands on Sebastian and Sebastian had enough? Was he putting his hands on his mama and Sebastian had enough? And then something went out of control? Because it's just too odd to me that. And then I have a third scenario, number 3. if you watch that interview with his ex-wife Nina, that stepdaddy was violent to, well, was talking violent to her and her kids, as far as like, I'm going to take a bat and get both of you if you don't get out of my yard, because they wanted that grandbaby. And they were not, they're conniving, scheming people. If they took that youngin' without telling his mama, because they had a trip to Alaska. And they're trying to get that grandbaby back too. Would that somehow affected getting that grandbaby back? Him in the, I mean, they could have just gave the boy to his daddy. I don't think anything happened intentionally. I think something either happened accidentally, or something with them, his Chris Profits, allegedly, all of this is in my opinion, allegedly, um, just talking from what I'm seeing these YouTubers talk, these true crime YouTubers. I didn't know there was that many people out there to be doing that. But, I don't know. Because, you know, he's trying to get his daughter back in. He going to court to get his daughter back, and he's got CPS stuff coming in on Sebastian. Maybe they didn't do nothing to him. Maybe they just gave him to somebody in Alaska. Maybe he's up there in Alaska. Has anybody looked at this? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because Chris Profit's family was very involved in doing what needed to be done to connive and scheme to get that baby, when she was a baby, away from Nina, her mama, his daughter. They don't look like they want to work with people. They want to control things. They want things to go how they want them to go. So, I mean, has anybody checked on Katie to see if she's okay? Her son has come up missing. Is anybody even seeing, are they doing something with him, with her? I mean, is she being, like, at this point, I'm kind of worried about her being around this man, because he seems to be controlling the scenario. She's under his influence. She's not under her own. I mean, you don't know if he's not allowing her to do something. Apparently this other lady was scared to death of him too. So, at what point don't she need to be checked on? Her son's done come up missing. This man says he's at work. That should be simple enough. Somebody had to see him at work. Was he at work? That had to have been too simple to find out, right? I would think somebody had to see him at work. He's a freaking crane operator. How would you not see a crane operator at work? Oh, I think I cut that too short. No, I did. Oh my goodness. Well, it's only a hair too short. Okay. So, I mean, somebody had to see that man Has anybody come? I mean, I don't see anybody coming forward and saying, hey, the dude was here. I saw him here. Has anybody come forward and said that? I don't know. I get to assemble them. Yay! All right. Oh, mercy. Now I am assembling the top B unit. That's just my scenarios, which don't mean total jack to nobody or anything. It just, everybody's on this woman. I don't feel like she did anything intentionally to her son. That's just in my opinion. I feel like this man might be controlling her movements. She may want to be doing more, and he's not allowing it. And why wouldn't he be allowing it? Did something happen accidentally? And they were just going to take care of it instead of dealing with it. Is he in Alaska? Did somebody take him that way? But you can't tell me that his family's not involved. I don't believe that. I believe it is. I believe his family's involved. So that's just my take on the thing. I don't know. Has anybody said that take? I haven't heard that take. That's my 3 scenarios. Okay, so I've got to... I'm going to do these 2 first. Just my scenario. Just my take on it. Y'all watch those true crime people? And then, my goodness, it's like, what is going on? People with these custody battles, those 2 moms that got killed, and grandma's now in jail. Grandma done had enough. I guess she took that youngin'. And it's like, are they doing this because it's something they want? Are they doing this because something's happened to the child and they feel like they're protecting the child? You never know what the background story is. You're just assuming and making up your own theories, just like I'm sitting here doing. I just think there's more to this than that boy walking out the door. If them dogs didn't hit on anything around... If them dogs didn't hit on anything around that house, that youngin' didn't walk out that house. How are they not gonna hit it? Did he never go outside? Oh no, did I do this right? I did. I mean, the youngin' lived there. You would think that at some point he would be outside to get some kind of sniff, right? And then I heard that there was some YouTuber saying that somebody called in and said he would get upset and he would go hide under cars. And then, I was remembering a thing where there was little girls getting kidnapped, and this guy was in the neighborhood, had the youngins in the basement. I mean, there's just too much to always be blaming automatically. There's just too many scenarios in my head. Don't think the trash man did it. I don't think that. But I just don't feel like unless it was done intentionally by him. I mean, because that's the thing that happens. That person wants to get back at the other person, so they use the kid. That's a thing. Ugh. And then I saw this other real young couple. Now, if you compare Katie to this young couple from Alabama that's lost a 1-month-old baby, look at the two differences. I mean, just in my opinion, look at the two differences. You know, that man done did something with that youngin', or either he walked in a store, left the youngin' in the car, and somebody stole that youngin'. That's just, they know what happened to that youngin'. That's two different whole scenarios right there. That they know what happened to that youngin'. I mean, look at the difference in the demeanor of the people. Like, but to me it feels like Katie's grieving that boy. Like she's grieving the boy. I'm going to put this and I'm going to find me a reference for the middle of this. Am I the only one that watches this crazy stuff? Probably am. I just didn't know there was that many people out there missing. A lot going on. A lot going on. Makes me want to just stay at home and do my quilting. I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm fine with that. So I have the I'm gonna have the, it's not out there yet, the Step into Spring box from Open Gates Quilts. I've done my unboxing and that'll be up soon. I have to edit it. But I've had this and I'm like, I want to do this. No, samplers aren't my favorite, but I feel like I'll learn a little something as I go with this. Okay. But y'all tell me what you think about that. What you think about it. But for real, and it has happened with Elizabeth Smart, somebody come in and just took the youngin'. That has happened before. It's a thing. So if that's the case, where somebody took the youngin', y'all watch out for, there's flyers out there, Sebastian Rogers. Just be on the lookout wherever y'all are, because I know y'all watch from all over, everywhere in the country, Canada, everywhere. United Kingdom might be watching this. I mean, everywhere. So, everywhere. So y'all watch out for the youngin'. Or basically any youngin' that's missing. Any youngin' that's missing. I just think it's awfully strange about them step grandparents that went to Alaska. When did they go to Alaska? Did they go after this youngin' went missing? That's what I want to know. Why would you go if your stepson's your step grandchild has gone missing, and yet no. I don't call my step grandchild my step grandchild. He's my grand youngin'. And if he went missing, I don't feel like there'd be trips to Alaska. It would be trips to seeing where is this youngin'. And I know his papa would be finding that boy. Oh, scared me. He would find that baby. He ain't a baby, but and Lord help the person that got him. Lord help. I hear puppy toes. I'm almost getting this block, y'all. Look at this. I did it. I did it. Look how cute. Finally can do something. I don't know if I could do this on that other one. I mean, that's bad to say on my other, on my 30S. Because I tell you, I love this straight stitch plate. Because all these little pieces can't go down in there. It's awesome. Okay. So we have assembled the top B unit. Only took an hour. All right, so now we have to assemble the partial left B wing unit. Assemble the partial left B wing. Okay, so I need S, make one. Okay. Making one. I need B, one. Wait, S and E. Wait, let's do S and E. S and E. All right. Make one. I got S this way and E this way. So it's got to go like that. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm out of my comfort zone, you guys. Which is good, which is good. Out of your comfort zone is good. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Right? Feel like. We're getting a little wonky. Hold on, hold on. So I'm going to use my little thing once it gets up here. I go fast on this little bitty stuff. Right, did that do it? Oh, looks good. It is definitely springtime here, and we was out riding the Jeep yesterday with the top off. So I did take my Allegra, but you know, it can only do so much. Wait. Okay. It's like it helps and then it something extra attacks you and then it don't help no more. But Mississippi is one of the worst for allergies. We all know that. Okay, so we now have the partial left bee wing units, okay? Okay. Well, this is funner than I thought. When I first tried it on this little thing right here, I thought, good God, this is not going to work out well. Okay, so now I have to assemble the left bee wing unit. So I need Q, it says make one. There's my Q, just one of my Qs. Okay. And a B. I need a B. Okay. And my little unit. All right, let me iron these. I keep them in a little project folder. Okay. So I got B like this, Q like this, and then this is gonna go like that. So let's see what I need to do first. First I'm gonna put these together. Hello, Bobbers. I know. Where's your toy? Okay. I love this little thing for opening seams. I just love it. Y'all hear the birds chirping out there? We got some hummingbirds already. We had hummingbirds starting in March. I don't know if they was here before that because the hummingbird feeders was up, but I don't know how long they've been going to the window. My desk used to be at the window, and so I could see them as soon as they started, but I moved my desk away from the window, and it's in front of the kitchen window now, and I was standing there, and he just come to the window. Where's my food? Excuse me, they're empty. Do something. Okay, so now I have this and this, and now I have to put this to this. Okay. Up easy, Poppies, up easy. Up easy, Poppers, up easy. I done gave y'all everything you needed. Y'all just begging. Y'all just begging. I don't want to mess that up. Okay. Okay. That don't look right to me. This feels like it should be down further. Let me try this again. I don't like it. We're going to redo. We're going to redo because I don't like it. Go see Daddy, Poppy. Is he up? Okay, let's see. I'm going to redo that. I didn't like it. So, I watched Our Girl on Apple TV, and then I watched Sugar with Colin Farrell. I like it. It's a, you know how they used to have the old timey detective movies? They're starting to come out with those again, like the detective shows or whatever. Yeah, they're starting to come out with them again, and I like it. It's like this. Yeah, I don't think I had this down right. Okay. I don't think I had it down far enough. Symbol, make one, press open. It's like it's not. But when you press open, it makes that come up. So how am I gonna slide it down a little maybe? Slide it down. Or should I, oh, I was supposed to do this to the white first. Well, I didn't. So, what are you gonna do? That's what the problem is. I was supposed to put it there first, but I didn't. It's not matching up. Is y'all's lining up? Is it just me? What the deuce? What the deuce? Let me open this. Press open. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna sew it the other way, how I was supposed to sew it the first time. Maybe it's because I sewed the first part wrong. You reckon it's because I sewed the first part wrong? All right, let's try that. It's wonky, wonky. I mean, that's cutting off a lot of my turquoise. I don't think that's supposed to do that. Something's not lining up right. Let's see. This. This is gonna go. It's almost like this piece is wrong. It's this piece is wrong. That's what it is. I've did it wrong, you guys. I'm so glad I didn't cut that off. Oh, mercy. I kind of wish the Fat Quarter Shop would have done it. I know, but see, the only bad thing about that is she'll say, I don't follow the directions. I do it this way. Well, I don't know her quilt math. And the fabric that they given us, I wish she'd do it, if she did do it, is do it like the way the instructions say. But I have a feeling she's not going to do that. she's going to say, I'm going to do it this way because that's how I want to do it. Because I like to make things bigger so I can make it perfect and square it down to the perfect size. Which we all don't have quilt shops to be buying extra fabric to do that. I mean, it's great if you can. I would probably do it too. Not anything bad against it, but it's not very helpful for me when I'm trying to do it the way the book's saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I had this, the reason why it's not, I'm glad I didn't cut that. Because the reason why it's not coming out right is this square's not on here right. And I think I done cut this. It looks right this way. No, it is right. I'm not doing something right. I'm going to just put it back how I had it and I'm going to go with it and see what happens. Because it's not... the extra that you're having to cut off is not shown on the book, which is scaring me because if it's not showing you got to cut off the extra, then... And now it's saying down here, you will not use all fabric bead triangles. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just put it back how I had it. I need pictures and I need extra descriptions is what I need. I need pictures and extra descriptions, please. Please, people, please. Like, if you got to cut off, say, it's okay to, you might have to cut this off and it'll be okay. Just do it. You got to help us dumb bunnies out. Okay, I think I had it right here. Maybe my inexperience will help someone else, hopefully. That's inexperience with samplers. Samplers. Okay, so I don't know, because this green part's supposed to go all the way over. So I've done something, but this is how it's going to go. This is how it's just going to be. Because I'm like over this. We might have to have some fabric later on this wacky bee. That'll be all right. There it went. So this is what it come out. So I was able to get okay, that's right. So I was able to get this right, but this up here now has a white piece over it instead of going all green. So I'm not sure, but that's what we got and that's what we're going with. I can't show you the directions for y'all to help me, which is making me mad. Okay. So this one's done. Now we're going to do S, the last S, and E again. Now I'm going to do it, it's the same thing, just the other way. All right, so E goes this way, S goes that way. Okay? All right. I should have picked a maybe easier one to do, or maybe y'all can see my mistakes and learn from them. We'll say it's that. Yeah, y'all can see my mistakes and learn from my mistakes. Okay. And I'm ironing open because that's what the instructions say. Okay, so I got to cut these little babies off. And I got to cut these little babies off. Okay. All right, so we got this. Now we're doing Q and B. This was my other Q and my other B. All right. Now, I'm going to do this way this time because I think I did it wrong last time. So I got my Q and I got this. Okay. That gives me a little on each side. See, it just says assemble right B wing unit, press open, make one. But it doesn't tell you that these don't go together perfectly. Like, are you just supposed to know that you need a 1/4 inch on each side? Is that what it is? Did I cut my units not right? See, they don't go together perfectly. But this is showing them going together perfectly. So I put these together backwards because it's not going on this right. So I got to redo it. So it's got to go right here. And this one has to go right here. And then it goes this way. Okay. So you got to pay attention how you're sewing these together because if you don't do it right, and now I done cut off a here, so I don't know if I've done messed it up or not because I cut off my dog ears from where I sewed it open. So you got to really pay attention. This thing is hard. I hope somebody else is not as slow as me. No, I don't hope anybody's as slow as me. I don't hope that. Just have to pay really good attention. All right, so this way and this way. Okay. Well, that's exactly like I sewed it a minute ago and it said it was fine. Nope. Nope, nope. Let's see. This way. Okay. See, I almost did it again. Gotta make sure these things are put together right. Because I almost did it again. Okay. Boy, I'm glad they got pictures. See Jane run. See Dick chase Jane. Y'all remember them books? Jane runs up the hill. That's what I feel like reading these directions. Oh my goodness. I hope I messed this piece up because I chopped off them other ones. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Probably so. Probably so. Oh, good night. This is exhausting. Okay. I might have to take a break and come back. I don't know that I ever sit at this thing for an hour and 40 minutes, which I will be editing this. Okay. 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 Not again. Okay. Now this is right, and it's okay that I cut those off, I think. Okay. Finally. Ugh. Trimming the dog ears. Okay. Okie dokie. This goes like this. Yes. And we know to go up some. Let's see. It goes like this. Now I'm wondering if it doesn't matter and I shouldn't have cut that, because when it goes into the other piece, it's going to do another 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do this one just like the book says, and I'm not going to trim it. Because now I'm feeling like when the two go together and that 1/4 inch hits is when the points are going to meet. Live and learn. Live and learn. So I'm going to just do it like the book says, and I'm not going to trim it this time because I might already just screwed that other side up. We'll do one way, and we'll do one the other way, and we'll see what happens. Okay? Okay. Maybe that's why the directions doesn't say anything about trimming. Oh, goodness. Don't watch me. This is not a tutorial. FYI, this is not a tutorial. This is watch what Denise does so you'll know what not to do. All right. Okay. So we got that one done. And see, the little lip is up high. Now see, the little lip's up high. But hopefully when it's sewed into the other one, that's going to give it that 1/4 inch. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. And now we put on this piece. And it goes like this. See how these don't match at all? And the picture doesn't show that. I feel like if I'm doing it so wrong, I don't understand. did. Okay. So I guess the only thing I'm going to start, lesson to learn. I'm only going to trim the dog ears. And then I'm going to see how it goes from there. I like watching me learn something. Are y'all like laughing at me while I learn something? Do y'all like laughing at me while I'm learning something? I slowed Jocelyn down because I didn't want it getting away from me when I was doing this stuff. Okay, so this I did with no trimming. Look, this part came out right. Now see what happens when you follow directions. See this part come all the way down right. Like this other one didn't. Because I followed directions on this one. Okay, so I'll show you the difference. Good night. Now it come over some, but it's all the way down like it should be here. See how it goes all the way down right here? There's extra, but see how this one doesn't go all the way down? Because I put these two together first on this one and then added this. And on this one, I put these two together first and then added this. So this one's right and this one's going to be wrong. But at this point, I'm almost okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to just trim this little bitty part here. Because maybe I made my triangles too big. I don't know. Okay. This is what it should look like. I hope this doesn't mess nothing up, and it probably will because I cut that off. So I don't know whether I should undo this or just leave it alone. I mean, it's going to be in that huge sampler. You're probably not going to be able to see that little bitty piece. So I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. So now, well, we're fixing to see how bad it's going to look. Okay. Because this goes on this side. And this goes on this side. There's a big difference. Well, yeah, it's going to make a big difference. I mean, That noise is Poppy bathing Lily, if you can hear it. I'm thinking I'm just going to go with it. So this is the difference. This is the one I did right. Right? Okay. This is the one I did right. See how smooth it goes? This is the one I did wrong. Let's see. It's this part right here, if you can see. If you can see this part right here, see how that sticks up and the green doesn't go all the way down, just that little part right there, versus this where the green goes. Wait, let me get it right. Versus this where the green goes all the way across, right? See what I'm saying? So this versus this has got that white sticking up right here. The green doesn't go all the way across. I'm okay with that. I think I'm gonna be okay with that. What do you think? I mean, it just is what it is. So now we gotta put these blocks together, and it's gonna go like that. Okay. I think I'm gonna pin this. Mercy sakes, this'll work your brain. This'll work your brain. I gotta make sure that these seams on the bottom are laying right when I come across them. Okay, so we're gonna put this side on. This is kind of neat though, like as far as like you're putting a puzzle together. That's what like I guess would be like those cotton cut mysteries. This you can see oh shit. This one you can see, but the cotton cuts you can't. Okay, cross your fingers. Nope, I didn't go up high enough. It's not lined up. Oh goodness. I would not say this is for my skill level. I mean, I can figure it out. It's just difficult. Like, it's a learning process, I would say. Very much a learning process. I mean, I line these things up, so I don't know what happened. They were lined up. I pinned them. which is odd. Now I know Shonda will say, I see mistakes on this, I see. She's more experienced with patterns than I'm, because she'll do a pattern. Me, sometimes if I don't want to think about it, I will just get an easy pattern or do something like this. But it's fun to learn. Okay, let me get all this thread out of here. Let me try this again. Let me iron down. Some of these seams are everywhere. My goodness, at the seams. Okay. Try this again. Oh. Well. They're not equal. And this is the one I messed up on. That's what it is. The one I put together wrong. My goodness gracious. I just gotta. I'm gonna sew it this way. Don't look like it's gonna meet good. I'm going to put that on the bottom. So what I'm having issues with is having enough of this triangle to turn over in. So I think you got to go like a 1/4 inch over to make sure when it flips you have enough. It's a 1/4 inch. Okay. Because when I flipped it, it apparently this top wasn't up here good enough. Okay. Try again. First you don't succeed. Try again. I'm trying to put in some of this extra in on the bottom so it'll try to line up correctly. I had trouble lining this one up too. And this is just a star. Like, and I know that when you cut, you have to cut super precise. Shit, I'm gonna burn my mat. Okay, now let's see if that did it. Ooh. The struggle is real. It's still not, it's my 1/4 inch. It said, well, it's like it's getting at the end and it's going over a 1/4 inch. Let me just undo these at the end because it's not giving me enough fabric at the end when it pulls over. And it's like my sewing machine is doing that back 1/4 at the bottom. Let's see. The rest of it's fine. Yeah, it's going, I see what it is. I think that's what it is. Let me try to do a scant at the bottom so it doesn't, so it gives enough fabric to go over. Learning as we work. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. All right. So yeah, it got way too thick. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Now let me see. You know how your stuff will start grabbing and doing wrong at the end? Let me see if that fixed it. Okay. Ooh, mercy, what a block. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so what I was having problems with is this right here. My machine would get off the scant 1/4 inch right here and do like a too thick of a 1/4 inch, and so it wasn't giving me enough fabric right there. And what I suggest is a clapper, because these seams are something else. See, you don't have a lot where you can mess up on these things. All right, and plus this is the one that I messed up on, where it's gonna have that down. Wait, no, this isn't the one I messed up on. This is the one I did right. That's the one I did right. This is the one I messed up on. So let's see what happens here. Yay! Fun times. Okay. Let's see how I do it. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. This is the side I messed up on, but it did better. Okay, here we go. This is what I got. You see the difference? It's right over here on this end where that little white piece goes up more. Can you look at this little bee? But isn't that adorable? It makes you want to keep going. Oh, and see, I got not as much down here as on that side, but that's okay. I think it'll be fun. Bees aren't perfectly symmetrical, are they? Oh my goodness. I'm almost done with this block. So happy. This sucker is hard. Hard block. Hard block. Okay. Now, are we going to be able to get done with this? I think there's going to be a lot of editing. I'm going to be right back because I got to take a break. This sucker is hard as hell. All right, so this is what I got. And now I've got to do the bottom bee body unit. So I'm going to put this part right here. And we're going to work on the bottom bee body unit.